If you're looking to move to the Space Coast, odds are you've heard about the city of Melbourne, Florida, and it's probably even one of your top choices for relocating to. But most people don't know too much about Melbourne's younger sister, West Melbourne. I grew up in Brevard County, also known as the Space Coast, and didn't really understand what West Melbourne was until moving here. The city of West Melbourne is located in East Central Florida, west of Melbourne, which you may have guessed, and a little bit north of Palm Bay. It's a little over an hour east from Orlando and 45 minutes from the Kennedy Space Center. It was created in 1959 to avoid annexation into the city of Melbourne and to prevent the levying of ad valorem taxes. Basically, that just means that the folks in what is now West Melbourne decided they wanted to do their own thing. If they had joined up with the big city of Melbourne, they'd have to pay extra taxes, which they didn't love the idea of. So they created West Melbourne. Before diving any deeper, I'm Risa.coyne, a realtor in beautiful Space Coast, Florida, and I would love to help you and your family find the perfect place to call home. Connect with me through text, call, or email, and let's get our conversation started. Let's find out if West Melbourne could be the place that you've been looking for. West Melbourne currently has a population of over 29,000 people, and the city limit size is a little over 10 square miles. To put that in perspective, Melbourne, Florida has a population of over 87,000 people and over 51 square miles. West Melbourne, although rapidly expanding, is considered a small city, and you definitely feel that when driving through. If you look on a map, you'll notice that West Melbourne is situated between parts of Melbourne and bits of areas that are considered unincorporated Brevard County. Because of West Melbourne's crazy zoning, people aren't always so sure what's located in Melbourne versus West Melbourne, and sometimes even Palm Bay, and everyone seems to be okay with that. I live in West Melbourne, but if I put my address down as living in Melbourne, it's accepted. So most of the things we're going to discuss today will be within the borders of West Melbourne or just outside or around it. You will also notice Melbourne Village nestled in West Melbourne. Melbourne Village is its own little town with their own mayor and police force with just over 300 homesteads wrapped in 50 plus acres. If you haven't heard of Melbourne Village, you need to do a drive-by. It's a little oasis that's totally unexpected within the city limits of Melbourne and West Melbourne. So you may be thinking, why would I move to West Melbourne when I can move to Melbourne? The truth is, people don't often start their home search looking for homes specifically in West Melbourne. They start looking in Melbourne and then end up finding the perfect spot in West Melbourne. And that's exactly what happened to us. West Melbourne is generally considered to be more affordable than the greater Melbourne area, while still providing all the accessibility of living in Melbourne. The overall cost of living in Florida is 3.1% greater than the national average. But luckily, West Melbourne is slightly lower than that average by 4.4%. So you'll definitely find West Melbourne to be more affordable than other areas of Florida. There are some amazing neighborhoods, both HOA and non-HOA. We have condos and options for 55 plus communities as well. You'll also find that you can get a little bit more land in West Melbourne as the lots are a bit bigger. The year-to-date median sale price for single-family homes is just under $420,000. The highest list price currently on market is $985,000 for a little over 3,600 square feet. And the lowest is just under $270,000 for about 1,400 square feet. If you're interested in new construction, D.R. Horton is currently building a community called Heritage Lakes, which offers homes from around $379,000 up to the mid-400s. There really is something for everyone. There are two main roads where you will find most of the commercial businesses located in West Melbourne: US 192 and South Wickham Road. US 192, also known as New Haven Road, runs east to west through West Melbourne. Here you'll find several restaurants and big box staples like Home Depot, Wawa, Target, Publix, Olive Garden, Chipotle, and Best Buy, just to name a few. Then you have South Wickham Road, which runs north to south and is called Minchin Road once passing south through 192. This is the road that will allow you to roam through all of Melbourne and Viera without hopping on 95. You'll find Walmart, Lowe's, and several restaurants and businesses along this road as well. A couple of the main roads in West Melbourne are actually undergoing expansion projects right now to keep up with the amazing growth taking place in the city. The economy in West Melbourne is very strong, with employers in the aerospace and technology industries, such as L3Harris, Northrop Grumman, DRS, and Rockwell Collins. The Patrick Air Force Base is a quick 25-minute commute. Right on the outskirts of West Melbourne is the Florida Institute of Technology, providing employment and education. Eastern Florida State College, previously known as Brevard Community College, also has a Melbourne campus that's about a 15-minute drive away. The Melbourne Orlando International Airport offers excellent flight options from various airlines, including Allegiant, American, and Delta. There is even a project in the works named Laguna Beach, which will take part of the land at the Melbourne Airport to create a crystal lagoon, along with other plans for multi-use development. Some really cool possibilities in that space, all predicting to bring upwards of 2,500 jobs to the area. If you have kids, you're probably wondering where they would go to school. Roy Allen Elementary and Meadow Lane Elementary are the main elementary schools located in West Melbourne, with some neighborhoods being zoned for either Discovery, Riviera, or University Park. Almost all of West Melbourne is zoned for Central Middle School, with a small pocket being zoned for Stone Middle. Most of the city is zoned for Melbourne High, with 2 areas being zoned for O'Galley High School and Heritage High School. Now, Brevard does have a choice program that allows you to apply for different schools, so that's definitely something to explore more if you're interested. There are also private and charter options as well. Greatschools.org is an awesome website to use if you want more information on these schools. Now, let's talk shopping. There are several options for shopping in West Melbourne, starring the open-air mall, Hammock Landing. Hammock Landing is a one-stop shop for shopping, dining, and entertainment, featuring over 50 stores including Target, Marshalls, Home Goods, Five Below, Michaels, and Bath & Body Works. They also have a movie theater and several restaurants like Five Guys, Culver's, Crumble, Panera, and more. The Melbourne Square Mall is a more traditional mall anchored by stores like Dillard's, Macy's, and Dick's. There is also an H&M, Hollister, Windsor, and Foot Locker. Of course, we have your neighborhood Publix and Walmart, but one of my favorite stops for groceries is Sprouts Farmers Market. They focus on farm fresh produce and healthy, affordable products. There are endless opportunities for outdoor recreation, but let's focus on what many consider to be West Melbourne's crown jewel, the West Melbourne Community Park. I have a 1.5-year-old and we basically live here. The park includes 2 playgrounds, a splash pad, skate park, green space, pavilions, trails, and an amphitheater. Space Coast Field of Dreams has a 5-acre corner in the park, which includes a baseball field, soccer field, basketball courts, and mini golf, serving all ages and all abilities. It's the best park I've ever laid eyes on. Go check it out. They even have a little cafe that serves ice cream. We also have the Erna Nixon Park, which is in Melbourne Village, featuring a natural Florida hammock and nature preserve. If you live in West Melbourne, there are several options for the beach, but the closest one would be James Nance Park, which is about a 25-minute drive away. The park includes seaside volleyball courts, a playground, picnic pavilions, and bathroom facilities. West Melbourne has so much to offer within its city limits and in the immediate surrounding areas. One of the biggest pros for living in West Melbourne is the location. One more time, location. Anything you can't find in West Melbourne, you are able to get to in 30, 45 minutes or less. West Melbourne is located just 20 minutes south of Viera, meaning access to the desirable Avenue Shopping Center is a breeze. The Brevard Zoo in Suntree is a quick 20 minutes away, making getting a zoo membership a must. My mom has one that we mooch off of and we love it. Downtown Melbourne and the O'Galley Arts District are about 15 minutes away, which offer restaurants, art galleries, events, and everything you look for in the heart of a downtown area. 45 minutes to an hour away, you'll find the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, and there's also a new aquarium planning to be built in the next few years, which will be located in Port Canaveral, which again is about 45 minutes away. West Melbourne is located a little over an hour from Orlando and all the amazing attractions and parks located there. By living in West Melbourne, you live a quieter day-to-day while having so much at your fingertips. Overall, West Melbourne offers the comfort and stability of an established suburb with the perks of urban amenities. It's one of the fastest growing areas of Brevard County, and I would love to show you why. If you're looking in West Melbourne, Melbourne, or any of the other great cities in the Space Coast, please reach out by text, call, or email, and we can get the conversation started. Again, I'm Risa.coyne with Keller Williams Brevard. Talk to you soon.